This is the Real Melbourne Podcast, the central point of this beautiful city's culture. I'm Alex Dickinson. Very excited about our guest in the building right now because you're talking about someone with energy. You're talking
yes,
about someone,
sir!
talking about someone like who's a true entertainer.
Yes, sir! Let's go!
For the record, no one's been this excited for Real Melbourne, so I'm fucking geeked right now. But
Shit.
like a true performer, someone who can really rock the crowd. You got a hip hop artist in the building, Neezy.
Hell yeah! What's up? Westside represent you, boy Neezy, man. I'm so happy to be here, bro.
Yes, man. And
I'm so happy, bro.
Bro, I'm fucking blessed to fucking have you now. And you know, you've had a bit of I feel like a bit of a hiatus with music, but like you've put yourself out there with the features and stuff like that. You know,
Definitely.
you're on the Blazy J track and the Tug track. Like, how's it feel to get your music out there again? You know, even just as a featured artist.
Man, it feels good because, like, for those who follow me, will keep up with my music. You know what I mean? Like, they will know. Like, I've probably been out the scene for like maybe 2.5, almost 3 years now, and that's mostly due to like personal reasons. You know, everyone's got their own situations in life. You know what I mean? And responsibilities, so it's kind of held me back a bit, so I kind of figured I'd take the next couple years just chilling, but hey man, didn't stop the process. Pen to paper, just me writing.
Yeah,
finally got an EP on the way.
Oh man,
I can't wait. Summertime is gonna be wild.
Most definitely. Are you expecting a date or anything like that for dropping?
Originally I was planning to get it out on December 20th, and by the way, the EP is called Is She Worth Your Summer? So the title kind of says it all.
Yeah.
But we can go into depths later.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, but I might be pushing it back to January, early January.
Okay, gotcha. Just in the summertime, it has to be.
Yeah, well, definitely coming out this summer, man.
Yeah.
Regardless, whether it's ready or not, you guys are going to get it. So
yeah.
it's going to be a vibe.
Yeah, I feel like Melbourne really needs this, man. Like, let's kind of bring it back a little bit now. So, like, let's start from the start. Like, you born in Burn City?
Born and raised in Burn City, man.
All right, beautiful. And what was your upbringing like, man?
Man. Wow, that's a very like broad question, bro. I don't know. I guess a normal upbringing, really. You know what I mean? Grew up with both parents, then eventually just kind of grew up with one parent. Yeah, just a normal life, I guess. You know what I mean? Blissful for life.
Right.
Thankful.
And what were you like as a child?
Oh man, I was a troublemaker, bro. I was one of them kids that used to climb up the wall like Spider-Man and shit. That was me, bro. I was one of them kids, bro.
A bit disruptive.
But yeah, man. Like even throughout high school, I was always known as that class clown. I was that kid that was always dancing around the class and just singing and rapping. And it was good as. I remember one time my mate's like to me, that song "Break Your Neck" by Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, of course.
That first verse, he's like, "I'll guarantee you won't memorize it." I'm like, "Give me 30 minutes." He said $50 was on the line, and back in high school, $50 was a lot. I was like, "There's no way I'm losing it, bro." 30 minutes later, that money was mine, bro.
Right. You memorized all the lines.
I memorized that thing like it was the back of my hand, bro.
Fuck yes,
It was, oh man, good times.
Yeah, I kind of sense some similarities between us because I think about me in my high school days, and if my mates were like upset, like I'll do like the wildest shit to like keep them happy and shit like that. Like I damn near like broke my fucking leg just to entertain and shit like that.
Shit, I wasn't that wild, but damn, bro. But I definitely feel you, bro.
Yeah, my boy was like really down, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to like fucking entertain, just be a clown and shit like that, to entertain people. I see a little bit of similarities with you.
Yeah, man, my thing is entertaining, bro. I just love entertaining people, man, bringing them like that positive energy and that vibe, you know what I mean? If I see someone down, best believe I'm gonna do something stupid or say something stupid just to make you smile, like, because that makes me happy knowing that you'll smile, like I've put a smile on your face, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it takes you away, it takes that focus away from that negative shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
well, do you feel like your early days as a dancer kind of helped you with the entertaining stuff, through...
Oh, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Like throughout my whole of schooling year, from primary school to high school, like even like in grade 2, grade 3, growing up, like I'd have like people in my class be like, "Yo, man, let's do a performance for assembly and shit." You know what I mean? So they'd be like, "Neezy, teach us some moves." I was like, "Alright, fuck, let's do it." You know what I mean? Just ever since I was young, bro, I've always been that kid. You know what I mean? Like I guess I was into my sports and shit like that as well. But But the musical era was that for me, man.
Right.
100%.
So when you were a little bit younger, was it more so the dancing you were into, or was it more so hip hop?
Definitely the dancing, bro.
Okay.
Shout out to the Wiggles, man. They got me started, man. Wiggles, hey man, don't be hating on the Wiggles, man. The dinosaur was legendary, bro.
The originals, man.
Definitely the originals, man. That's definitely what got me started with dancing, bro.
Yeah, crazy.
You know what I mean? As a younger, bro. Like.
So what? Could we see you on stage? You know, doing some Wiggles dances these days?
Oh man,
Or?
hey man, if they hit me up and wanted to collab, best believe I'll do it.
Man.
I'll do it, bro. I would.
Yeah,
I really would. You're laughing. I'm being dead ass. I would, bro. The Wiggles, man, legendary, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What color would you be if you were a Wiggle?
Oh wow. Definitely wouldn't be purple because I'm not trying to sleep on set.
Nah, wake up, Jeff.
Probably yellow was my favorite, man.
Most def, yeah. Feel you, bro. All right. So when did you find hip hop before dancing, or was it a little bit after?
Probably a bit after.
Okay.
Probably a bit after.
And what was your, I guess, first memories, first experiences with hip hop, or just hearing hip hop for the first time?
Oh man, do you know what? Before even hip hop, I mostly grew up on pretty much my whole life I kind of grew up on like old school, like Heavy D, LL Cool J, Naughty by Nature, of course Tupac, Biggie, Snoop, Dre, all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like.
But that was like
Marvin Gaye,
but that's
Lionel
all
Richie.
past your time though. Like,
yeah, but that was because like my parents were really into music like that as well. You know what I mean? And like I kind of really grew up on all the old school shit, man. And like it's cool because I remember in 2012 when they had the Superfest and Naughty by Nature came out.
Dang.
And because I wasn't 18 at the time. I was on the under 17s, but I was the only one singing the lyrics. I was like, naughty, we like the one. And I looked around and went, shit, I'm the only one? Oh, well, yeah. And I was just going in, bro. And it was dope, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And then kind of the first kind of artist I really looked in myself was Sean Paul. And I kind of grew up, because, you know, I'm all about them Afro beats.
Well, it explains like the
dance hall and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I grew up on that. Plus I'm African. It's in my blood too, you know?
Yeah.
So kind of grew up on that, and then when Chris Brown came out, it was just off from there. I remember 2004 when I was in like primary school shit. It's like, oh, this dude's dope, bro. Yeah, just
Run a day.
Been a fan ever since, bro.
Yeah, most def, man.
You know
Okay, so
I mean?
great inspirations there from hip hop. When did you first pick up the mic and be like, yo, I can actually fucking do this?
In high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was like year 7 or year 8. There was one of my homies. He was putting on just a little concert for himself, and he performed in the school theater room. And the video is actually still on YouTube. I got to take that down. It's embarrassing, man.
Yeah.
but
we're gonna pull it up,
but
bro.
the reason I don't take it down is because it shows the progress from then and now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that was the first time I kind of picked up a mic and performed one song, and then from there it was kind of like, just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And it just from there, just the passion grew. The love for it grew.
Do you remember your first bars or anything like that?
Yeah.
You want to spit it?
Sure. Wait. Put your hands up in the floor, put your hands back down, put your hands all over me, shake your booty and bounce. Yeah, Yeah, I remember. And it was actually to the beat, Drop It Like It's Hot.
Okay.
I remember that, man. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's memories, bro.
Throwbacks, right?
Yeah, crazy ways.
Yeah, man. Okay, so how far? I'm just. I'm doing.
I'm loving the camera.
Yeah, bro. I can tell, man. I'm trying to paint a bit of a timeline. So, like, between then and when you first started dropping music, like Rich and Monster and No Drought, like, when was like the time period of that? Were you doing some other stuff? Were you doing some shows in between that time? Like,
I think during that time it was mostly. During that time, it wasn't really professional. It was just fun.
Okay.
It was just a couple of mates mucking around. You know, we'd meet up after school. Like, we'd always go to the library down at the Werribee Plaza and shit. And we'd muck around. Like, we're supposed to be studying, but really we're out the back having rap battles and shit like that. So it was a bit of a vibe. Like, we used to just fuck around. I used to call my mates down and tell them, let's have a dance battle. Sometimes we'll throw the gloves on, you know what I mean? Boys will be boys, you know? And yeah, we just used to vibe. But then once I finished high school, I met J-Love. Met him at the RMIT basketball courts and stuff like that. And he just was like, come past the crib and stuff, you know? And that's when I met Aiden at the same time as well. Shout out to the two of them. And he was like, yo, let's record this shit. And then from there, kind of, like, for real, shout out to J-Love, because he got me on that, like, hey, man, if this is what you want to do, you got to put the grind in, you got to put the time in, the effort, and just really, you know, go for it. You can't hold back. So shout out to J Love, man, because in a way, he opened that door for me, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm very appreciative for that.
Yeah, everyone kind of needs a mentor coming up into a game. It's important because whether it be personal or just like online these days, like we all need to kind of look for guidance and how to get our feet wet, or how to get our foot in the door.
Absolutely.
Sort of stuff. It's good that you found that early.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, man, just shout out to the homie because he kind of made me realize, like, I can't continue going about it the way I was. If I want to do it, I got to get serious about it at some point. You know what I mean? Because as much as it is a passion, it is also a career.
Yeah.
So if you really want to chase it up, you really got to put in, because whatever you put in is what you're going to get out of it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, even to what you're doing right now, like, we'll cut anything out of the interview if you don't want it, but like from your studies and stuff like that, from what you're doing now with the music is really dope, you know? To kind of get into that kind of space and everything like that.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
For sure, bro. All right, so moving on, Rich was a really good track, but I really want to talk about fucking Monster, because even to this day, I get fucking amazing vibes from it.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it's up there. It's like probably top 5, top 10, like greatest Melbourne hip-hop tracks.
I appreciate that, man. For real, appreciate that.
Seriously, like I can hear the track and the obvious response is like, man, I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers, man. I want to go in on these.
I feel you.
Was that sort of the vibe going into the track?
Yes and no. It's actually a funny story. So basically, one night I was at home and my phone started going off, and I started seeing all this bullshit on my phone, and I just went. I was really trying to keep my cool. I'm not gonna lie, I was really trying to keep my cool. And I thought, you know what? Without dissing anyone, like, fuck this. I'm just gonna put this in the music. Like, just the anger that I felt, I just said, fuck it, let me just transform that into art. So I just went straight to my pen and my paper and I started writing. And by the end of it, I said, yo, this is hard, man. I need to get it. I need to get it out, bro.
Yeah.
So in a way, that was kind of just for the haters, for the sneak disses, the snakes and dogs, kind of just like, fuck all of yous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want it, come get it.
Right.
But at the same time, it was also just my feelings at the time, my anger, that anger and that frustration pushed in a positive way into that art and just created something.
Do you still feel the same, the same way then as you do now?
No, definitely not. Because a friend of mine once said to me, never let anybody get you out of your character. Regardless of what the situation, whatever's happening, just don't ever let anyone get you out of your character, because it's a loss for you. You know what I mean? You'll always look like the worst one or the bad person in that case. You know what I mean? So that kind of stuck with me. Like, even nowadays when I deal with unnecessary bullshit, to be honest, I laugh it off most of the time, because it's just not worth it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I feel like I've matured to a point now where, like, maybe when I was 18, I probably would have been like, nigga, fuck you, you know? But now I'm just like, that's cool, bro. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's cool, bro.
You know, I'm laughing because, like, the same way you laughed on the track, like, I'll be Bugs Bunny. It's, like, exactly the same.
Nah, definitely. But, yeah, I try my best not to let anything get to me, especially with everything that's going on with my dad. Like, at the moment, he's got cancer. You know, so he's got the number 1 cancer in the world. It's a sarcoma. And
what do you mean number 1? Is like what most deadly?
It's the most deadly, and it's terminal. There's no cure for it, no nothing. So
it's only a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time.
Okay.
So this is also for my dad. Love you, Dad. Real one. But yeah, just been spending a lot of time with my dad, and just even conversations I've had with my dad, from his life experiences and everything, and just advice he's given me. It's kind of just told me, like, at the end of the day, bro, we live and breathe, bro. At the end of the day, we come into this world. Eventually, we're going to leave this world. Like, no one on this planet is going to have mortality and live for the rest. You know what I mean? Immortality or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I'm fucking up right now.
No, you got it.
You know what I mean? You're not going to live forever on this planet. So it kind of helped me out a bit as well with so many things, you know what I mean? And just kind of, like, really made me understand, like, hey, man, negativity and bullshit just really ain't worth it, you know?
Right.
So just pushing myself in a positive direction and just, you know, either you could ride with me or hop off the train.
Yeah. It's, I guess, a blessing and a curse with family situations like that.
Yeah,
but with the blessings, like, you you know that there's a bit of short time left, but have you been able to spend a bit of time with him now?
Man, I've been spending every moment I can. Like, that's good. I literally just left my dad's crib today, you know what I mean? I've been there for like almost 5 days now, just looking after him and everything. And it's cool too, because when someone you look up to, you know what I mean? Like, that's my dad. You know, I came from my dad. So when you see someone so strong, like, it helps you be strong. You know what I mean? Like, just to see the person you came from just stand there and be like, I'm good. You know? Like, if it comes, it comes. That's life. It's about survival. You survive for as long as you can, and when your time comes, it comes. And you just got to take it. Be a man about it and accept your fate and take that last journey, you know what I mean? So it's cool to see my dad real strong. Yeah, it helps me be like real strong and shit too.
Did you have, I guess, a new perspective on the essence of time?
Yes, definitely. Especially from all those hospital visits, man. Because I hate going to hospital, man. I can't stand hospitals, man.
And you get sick really easily there and shit as well.
I hate hospitals, man. But definitely, just it made me appreciate my life so much more. And it kind of made me look back, especially like, you know what I mean? All the bullshit that I was dealing with, and you know half of it off camera, you know what I mean? You know it's half the shit that I was going through. But it just made me realize, man, none of it matters anymore. Like, honestly, I'm past that, I've matured, I've grown up, and I'm pushing forward to do better for myself. So that's all that matters to me at this point.
How do you get away from the bullshit? Because it's not necessarily easy. I spoke to Little Jace a couple of weeks ago on the podcast.
Shout out to... I'm gonna say this right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out to the King of Melbourne.
King of Melbourne, right?
I give him the props that he deserves.
Absolutely.
Because we were on the live the other day. I don't know if you saw it. We were on live together.
I missed that.
We had a bit of a chat about the music industry and just giving props where it's true and the support. And like I said to Lil Chase, man, you the king right now, and I'm gonna let you have it until I come for the crown. I'm coming for it, but for now, I'm gonna let you have it.
Yeah,
but shout out to him, bro.
But yeah, like,
talented dude.
Like Little Jace was talking about how, like, he was heavily involved with the underworld through his father. And once his father passed, that's when he fully got away from it. Even though he was doing the music thing and, you know, he was working regular jobs and that sort of stuff, he was still kind of involved into it. With his father's passing, that's when he kind of got away from it completely, 100%. Is it difficult for you these days in whatever situation you're going through to kind of get away from that?
Not really. Because at the end of the day, you are going to go through bullshit for your entire existence on this planet. Doesn't matter how old you get, you're always going to end up running through some bullshit, whether it's something as small as family drama or niggas or work. There's always going to be a hurdle to get over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you just got to find a way to kind of deal with that. And for me, it's more so just standing in the background, bro. Like, I'm just so observant nowadays. That's all I do, really, just sit back and observe everything. You know what I mean? I don't need to speak on it because it's none of my business. I don't need to have an input at all. My opinion is not necessary. But if it's happening in front of me or it is around me or if it involves me, I just take myself out of the equation. Like, hey, man, my hands are clean. Leave me out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just my way of dealing with shit, bro. Because, like I said, my perspective of life nowadays is just so different. I don't have time for that bullshit. And like I've been down certain paths, you know what I mean? And I've experienced certain bullshit. But at the end of the day, it ain't worth it, man. And all you niggas out there causing so much fucking trouble, man, just chill out, bro. I'm trying to come out and have a good time, bro. I don't want to see niggas bloody on the floor. Like, come on, man. I want to see niggas getting knocked out. I want to see niggas getting some girls, man, doing a thing.
Fucking some bitches getting some money, bro.
Fucking some bitches getting some money. You know what it is. Diamond and gold. Never look money. Let's go. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
I just want to live, man. I just want to enjoy life, honestly, man. I'm just at that stage where I'm just enjoying life, bro.
Well, I think it's a good direction for you with the positive music, I guess. You know, with the Afro dancehall stuff. And then even with No Drought, even though it's like a trappy beat and trappy vibes and everything, it's all on some kind of like on some positivity shit, like uplifting yourself,
just
being
in a different
king.
way. Definitely, most definitely.
No, that's good, man. Talk about how No Drought came about.
So No Drought was, do you know what the thing was? After I did the Monster remix, everyone was kind of expecting me to take that route where it's just, Neezy's one of them rappers that just spits bars. That's it. That's all he's about. But really, like, I consider myself to be a very diverse artist. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do it all from street rap, gangster rap to R&B, pop, reggae, dancehall, Afro beats. You know what I mean? Like, I try and not, you know what I mean, cut myself off from certain lanes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to do whatever I feel or whatever I think. Anything that comes to my mind, I'm going to put it down on a track. Any beat that I vibe with, best believe I'm going to jump on, you know? So with No Drought, I had a lot of people saying to me, nigga, you can't do trap. You can't do trap. I said, nigga, yes the fuck I can. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do trap, but I'm going to make it a little bit more commercial so that way everybody can vibe with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I kind of went down that route. So it wasn't just for trap niggas, because I got a lot of niggas that are in the trap till today, man, that I've known from, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real young. So, like, I just wanted to switch it up. I didn't want it to be a typical trap nigga, because the last thing I need is for someone to come up to me and be like, oh, you did No Drought, nigga. You a trap nigga, prove it, nigga. Like, nah, nigga, I'm good.
But, bro, you said it in the song, I ain't a trap, but I'm whipping it fast.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But when I say I'm whipping it fast, I'm talking about cars. You know, I'm switching it up a little bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like, because one thing I've learned, especially about the music industry, whatever you portray, people will test you on. They will test you on it. So if you're portraying yourself to be a hardcore gangster rapper, nigga, you better be a gangster motherfucker in real life, because people will come up to you and they'll test you. Do you know what I mean? I've had people in the past come up to me and test me off Monster Remix. You know what I mean? They've actually tested me.
I was going to ask that question, but it slipped my mind.
Nah, they really did, because a couple of people felt like I was taking shots at them. Even though, low-key, I was. It is what it is, nigga. Like,
so the right people that you were...
Yeah, surprisingly, came up to me, you know what I mean? And I just told them, hey, it is what it is. Take it or leave it. You know what I mean?
You didn't stand down?
Nah, for what? Like, I'm a grown man. I'm not going to stand down. Just like any other man, you know what I mean? If you've got the balls to come and talk to me about it, I'm going to respect you as a man, because you were man enough to come and talk to me face to face. You know what I mean? Rather than do some bitch move or some snake shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, but definitely, like, just be yourself, man, when it comes to this shit. Be yourself, because ain't nothing worse than being a fake motherfucker and then people pull you up on it and then you look like an idiot.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I hear the authenticity in your bars and everything. And
yeah, definitely.
I think I even said to you 2 years ago, I'm like, I hear Werribee in your fucking voice.
Yeah,
like, I hear from where you fucking from.
I represent, man.
And that's, I guess that's what we're trying to represent with the artistry here in Melbourne. Like, we want motherfuckers to be authentic, you know. Real doesn't necessarily mean gangster or anything like that.
Exactly,
it's just
100%.
Real is just who you are.
Just being yourself at all times, 100%.
Definitely, man. So yeah, you're not necessarily a music switch, but you're kind of doing this 2 years ago. I heard this because I was DJing for you at Laundry and that sort of stuff, but you were doing the dancehall stuff.
Yeah.
And it was really fucking working. Like, I was blown the fuck away when I heard Booty. She got a booty, bro.
Yeah, she got a booty.
I was fucking blown away. I'm like, the fuck,
Yo,
this is Neezy?
You know, I've never recorded that track, but till today, I still have people asking me for that track.
You need to fucking...
I need to get it out,
come on,
bro.
What are you doing?
I really need to get it out.
And you used to open with that as well. I don't know if you still do.
I haven't in a while, though.
Yeah.
But I've been meaning to get you on a set again so we can create that vibe again. It would be dope. For those of you who don't know, me and Alex Dickerson did a show at Laundry. And he was my DJ, and bro, he killed it. Shout out to you, bro.
No, shout out to fucking you. You brought a fucking...
Nah, shout out to you, bro. You really killed it. Like, he held it down. Because I did put him to work, and I tested the shit out of you, especially with them freestyles and switching the beats up. And yeah, you were spot on, man. Perfect. Just kept the vibe going, kept the energy up, and you kept me on track. Because, you know, most of the times when you're speeding and someone changes a beat on you, sometimes it sidetracks you, and you lose focus, and you might lose your bar where you're at. Didn't happen with you. You just kind of, it kept pushing me up and up, and you see it in the videos too. So it's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
very beautiful.
Like, that was a special time because
for real.
like, you were bringing like 20-30 people to Laundry on a fucking Thursday night, bro. That's tough to fucking bring a fucking crowd then. And your peoples knew your fucking songs, even the unreleased ones, you know what I mean? Like, it was such a good time. I think this was before, like, Laundry is doing, like, the artist stuff now. I think they were still doing a little bit back then, but, like...
It wasn't as...
Maybe
on
organized.
such a big platform and organized as it is now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
like shout out to Laundry with all the events they're doing as well, because they've put me on so many times. I can't even count anymore. Like, so shout out to Laundry, bro. Like, and I love doing Laundry, bro. It's just such a vibe there, bro. Yeah. And just from the management and all the people that run it, just amazing people to work with, bro. Yeah, really easygoing and respectful and just organized, and it's good to see, you know what I mean? Because like a lot of the times you deal with people and they're just like, I'm not hating or anything, but just like very unprofessional. And me, I'm not one of those people where like I want professionalism. I want you this, that. Like I understand sometimes not everything works out the way you plan. You know what I mean? It's understandable. But just, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? Just...
They work well to cater to you.
Yeah, work well. Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah, thank you.
I got you, bro.
I was like, shit, I'm struggling here.
No, you're fine, bro.
Nah, devs.
Yeah, but, man, yeah, those times were really good, just reminiscing. And, shit, you were doing something different back then as well that not many other people can do, which is freestyle live, bro.
Yo.
And it's great that you can freestyle, and it's great that you implement that into your sets, because people can look forward to a different show each and every time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
Talk about like, I guess the process behind it. Like, were you always good at freestyling, or is it just something you had a knack for, and why did you decide to put it in the shows?
All right, so with the freestyles, I was never good at freestyles. Honestly speaking, I don't
fucking believe you, bro.
I was never really good at freestyles. Like, I could freestyle, like I could put 2 and 2 together. You know what I mean? But I wasn't on the level that I'm on now. Not to say that I'm the best or anything like that. But I guess a couple years back, I just kind of started getting into it every night. You know, niggas would kick it, standard procedures. You know what that is, people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we'd kick it every night, and I'd have niggas doing their thing, and I'd just be at the back of the car, and I'd wait for niggas to get into like a full-on conversation where niggas are like in a deep conversation, whatever, and then I'd just throw a beat on and just be like, yeah, you know what time it is? Yeah, and I'd force everybody, whoever's chilling at the spot, I'd force them all to freestyle.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of became a thing every night, just started spitting, and then one night I was watching freestyle battles, rap battles and shit on YouTube, and I came across an artist called Supernatural, old school rapper, and that's where I got the idea from, getting people to hold up objects and I'll incorporate it into my freestyles. So shout out to Supernatural. You know what I mean? He created that shit.
Yeah, most def.
Dope concept, man.
And you do it kind of flawlessly as well. It's just like, it's so crazy. I know Larks does this as well at his shows as well, and he does it great. And he actually did it here on Real Melbourne as well. Like, we gave him a couple of words, and, you know, just did a fucking dope freestyle for that. But you're the same. You fucking flow it on the beat and everything, and that's got to be a lot of pressure a little bit, right? Because you're getting words from everywhere. You got to make it make sense, and also you got me fucking scratching and then changing up the beats and shit like that. That's got to be a little tricky.
Sometimes it only gets tricky when I get nervous. Once I start to get nervous, that's when I start feeling the pressure and I start to get a bit shy. But I just kind of like, hey man, shake it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm usually at my best where whenever I say to myself, hey, fuck this shit, man. I'm just going to get up there and I'm just going to flow like I'm kicking it with my homies, bro. That's when I tend to get in my zone and just start flowing and just, from there it just kind of kicks off, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie, I've had a couple moments where I've been on stage and like I fucked up a couple of bars, you know what I mean? And I've just said to myself, shit, I'm getting nervous. I'm just like, fuck it, change the flow, change the rhythm, let's go, change the words. Let's go.
Yeah,
and just switched it up and kind of got back, you know what I mean? That's what it's about, you know what I mean? And it's good. And I actually like the fact that I fuck up sometimes because it shows the authenticity and the originality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because then people are like, oh shit, this is really off the top.
Yeah, he's really going off the top, you know what I mean? And like, I love it because like now a lot of people are starting to get into the freestyle things, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Like I'm starting to see a lot of dudes do a lot of live freestyles and mad respect to the homies. I did it first though, niggas. No, I'm fucking with y'all.
And one of the best too.
But you know, yeah, definitely. Definitely, yeah. I fuck with the freestyles, man.
Yeah, most def, man. Yo, we'll get you to fucking do a couple
absolutely, bro.
We could do a couple of beats. We could do a couple of acapellas. We could do like a whole fucking spiel, bro.
Oh yeah, we can do it, bro. I'm
like
with it.
Westwood style. Bro.
Hell yeah. Sway in the morning, 5 fingers of death. Let's go. Oh, that's gonna be dope. Let's do it.
Man. All right. So moving on to, I guess, the music now. You've got a lot of unreleased music, right?
Yes. A lot.
So hard to kind of like I was talking about this with Joanny, and Joanny barely drops music. You know, he'll drop. I think he dropped one last year, dropped one this year, and only did a music video to it recently. And we talked about churning in a little bit more music, but I guess for you, is it difficult to pick what's going to be released and get a bit of a collection going because you are dropping real soon? Hard to get I guess. A sonically pleasing sort of sound and a collection of tracks for an EP.
Yes and no, because timing is everything. Mm-hmm. Timing is really everything, and that's why I said with this EP, whether it's ready or not, you are gonna hear this fucking EP this summer because I feel like it's the perfect timing for it. It's the perfect vibe. The perfect concept, content, just everything is perfect for it. It's just the perfect time. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, not really. Yes and no. Yeah. Yes and no, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this EP is gonna be it's gonna be something else.
Is it on the party vibes? Is it on the hip hop vibes?
It's definitely party vibes, man. Summertime's definitely on the party vibes. So. Well, did you want me to go into the EP? Yeah, all right, sweet. So I got an EP called Is She Worth Your Summer? Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty much, the title says it all, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's mostly, it's about, like, there's people in relationships right now, you know what I mean? And some people in relationships where they might be doubting, they might be feeling like, you know what I mean? I don't know if I want to be in this anymore, you know, they might feel that loss or whatever, of love or whatever it is. So this is mostly for those people, but at the same time I've done it in such a positive and party vibe where it's for everyone as well. So there is a little bit of a message for those people that are in certain situations, but at the same time it's for everyone.
You talking because Joanny, we talked about this with Joanny. It's like he talked about those confusing relationships with no emotions, where it's like y'all are together, but you're not really like public or anything like that.
Because the thing is, it's when there's no emotions involved, you're just there for the comfort. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason you're there. Man, I sound like a Dr. Phil right now.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? But it's the truth, bro. And I'm not aiming to break up no relationships. Don't get me wrong, people. I ain't trying to break up your relationships. But it's just a concept that I've come across because I've been in that situation. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I've realized I've got a couple of homies that I'm just looking at like, nigga, is she really worth your summer? Like, summertime's coming. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a bunch of girls and hoes and Torianas and bust downs all out here. Is that one really worth the sea? You know what I mean? That's the whole concept. Like, is that one girl worth your summer, your time to enjoy yourself and just live a little?
Yeah.
Get all the girls.
And this is Australia's hot girl summer as well, because it's for the fucking females also.
That's what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that guy worth the entire fucking summer?
Yeah, facts,
also,
man. It's like, even like, cause even we've kind of got a similar concept. You know, Akira. Shout out to Akira, the homie. We've got a track called Bad Thing coming real soon. Yeah. And I guess it's kind of a similar vibe. It's very similar. The vibe on Bad Thing is very similar to the vibe on my EP. So shout out to the homie for putting me on the track, man.
Fuck yes,
it's a banger, bro.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Have you got any ideas for music videos coming up?
We at the moment he's in Egypt, so he's on a vacation and shit with family.
Not just with that track, but just with anything you've got.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, I'm telling you, bro. I've got so much planned. I've got a whole bunch of videos planned. I really want to do like a short documentary, you know what I mean, about me and the music and just my life and everything in general. Just kind of fit it in so people get a better understanding of me. But I feel like right now's not the time yet. I'm more focused on the EP and the music because I've been so far from it for so long. Yeah. And I feel like, it's just time for me to come back and just start Yeah, dropping some shit, man.
Yeah, that's probably the right move. Get people invested into the music first, and then invested into it.
Yeah, but you know me, I've never been the type of person where it's like, yeah, I want supporters, I want fans. It's like, nah, bro, I'm doing this for me. If you fuck with my shit, I appreciate you, and I got so much love for you, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you feel my vibe, you feel my vibe. If you don't, you don't, because at the end of the day, not everyone's gonna love your shit. You know what I mean? But it's just for me, it's for my passion, it's for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you, man.
That's the type of person I am, and if you vibe with me and you ride with me, man, train doors are open, let's go.
Yeah, shit.
You know what I mean?
I do want to ask you, bro, because like 2019 has been like, I feel like an incredible year for like Melbourne music. Like so many new artists have just come out and dropped.
So fucking many, bro.
I wanted to ask, like, who have you been most impressed with from the city?
Hey man, look man, shout out to the King Lil Chase, bro. He's really he's this guy's magical right now, bro. He's going to sing.
On the podcast, he was talking about like I think it was off camera actually. He was like, I'm going to do this I'm So Melbourne challenge. Yeah. And like I'm gonna fucking make some noise with it.
I'm so glad that he did it. I'm so glad that he did it, because like I know so many people that kind of looked at it and went, bro, this guy think he's the king. Hold up, man, I'm about to drop some shit. So in a way, he's motivated people to just step up, and I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to see, bro. Shout out to Claria, she's doing her thing too. You know what I mean? Someone that's really impressed me, who's recently stepped in the scene, is VT Mook.
Okay.
VT Mook.
Yeah, we should be having an interview with him sometime soon.
Oh, yeah. You definitely should, bro. Yeah. Dude's crazy, because I actually met him when we did Nights Like This with Tech Black.
Yeah.
And like I went down to the studio, I met the dude, and he's actually on my EP.
There we
on
go.
The very first track. He's actually the only artist on the EP.
Oh wow, there we go.
The only artist. And to be honest, I did want it to be a solo EP. But when we were in the studio, I was just like shout out to Corey Unique as well, man. Dude's a crazy fucking producer. Yeah. If you guys don't know who he is, check the dude. We've had him
on the podcast as well, man.
Bro, him and John he's crazy, man. I'm telling you, Corey is something. I have not, like, I've worked with a couple of producers, but I've never met a producer for the first time and just clicked instantly, bro. And just, like, we had moments where I'd be like, hey, man, I think you should, I'm already on it. He'd cut me off and be like, I'm already on it. And he'd play it back and be like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, oh, it's just perfect, bro. Just the connection. Bro, dude is fucking talented. Fucking talented, bro.
Yeah, crazy producer, crazy engineer.
Crazy artist too, bro.
Oh yeah, he can fucking sing.
Yeah, man. I only recently found that out, bro. Shout out to the homie, man. Yeah, dude's mad, bro. I got so much love for the dude.
There we go, man. Yeah. All right, yeah. There's a couple of really dope names from the fucking city, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I think I'll ask.
And Tevin Michaela. Shout out to Tevin Michaela too.
Like me.
Can't forget the homies. Yeah, like me, exactly, yo. Yeah. Some bangers, man. Shout out to the homies, bro. I can't forget the homies.
There we go. And they've been doing their thing at Laundry as well. I've seen you supporting.
Hold on. Shout out to my homeboy Rasta and 1D2. Even though you both are fucking slacking right now, pick your game up, niggas, and let's go. Time to go. I've been trying to get these homies up and going for years, because I went to school with them. And these dudes, I'm pretty sure you know Rasta.
No, I don't think so.
Rastafari?
No.
Surely you've heard one of his tracks. I'll show you some shit.
Show me, yeah.
I'll show you some
absolutely.
Shit. But yeah, man, I've been trying to get the homies out for a minute. But yeah, I'm taking over the show. Go on.
No, you're cool. I wanted to ask. Get it, man.
Let's go.
I guess I wanted to ask, like, what do you feel like Melbourne needs in order to be a respected city for music culture?
Support, man. We need some fucking support. That's what we fucking need. I think that everyone, and I'm not saying specific people, I'm saying every single fucking soul in this city should go out of their way to go to these local events. If you're willing to pay $25, $30 fucking dollars, even $40 for a boat party, or $30 to get into a club, I'm pretty sure $10 to go to a live event is not gonna fucking hurt you. Like, honestly. Because if you compare Melbourne and Sydney, and that's why I give Sydney a lot of respect, it doesn't matter everything and anything that comes out from that city, the whole city supports. And I think if we had that here, things will be looking a lot more brighter for the city, man. And there'd be so much more opportunities. Honestly, there really would.
Actual fans to come out and support.
Not just fans, just proper opportunities for people to really You know what I mean? Do what they love doing, honestly, man. Like, but the number one thing I'd say is support, bro. People, like, if you see something online, give it a sus. Don't just scroll through. And even if you do, just share it. It's not going to hurt you. You know what I mean? People go out of their way to share Tiger's new shit and Chris Brown's new shit. Like, show some love, man. It ain't going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Show me love. Show me love.
Exactly. That's kind of how Real Melbourne started, man. Just like I got... And it started off as a genre because I couldn't call it, like, Melbourne in my Serato because it was because I had, like, Melbourne Bounce in my fucking Serato. So I called it Real Melbourne, and... Like, I was just getting sick and tired of playing Tiger, Chris Brown. As dope as those artists are and shit like that, I just wanted to play some homegrown shit, you know what I mean? And
Absolutely, bro.
kind of built it from there, man. So, I fucking agree with you.
Mad love and respect to you for doing this whole thing, man. Like, I think we need more of this, honestly. Just homegrown, though, you know what I mean? Rather than... I mean, shout out to Kiss FM and all that. You know, they played my tracks in the past thanks to you. You know what I mean?
On the old school, the MIXSHOWS,
the old school
like
MIXSHOWS and shit, man. So shout out to them and shout out to you.
Yeah, the block party. There
the block party. That was it.
Okay.
I remember, man. I didn't let my mom leave the house till that shit played, bro.
Yeah,
I was using the car, fucking radio, man.
I had you on twice. The one time they didn't tell me that I was on, and I was pissed off.
See, I missed the first one.
Yeah, because I couldn't tell you, and I didn't even know. But no drought, that was probably the one that you heard.
Yeah. Oh, bro, you should have seen me. I was running up and down my street because I didn't have a radio in the house. So I was using my mom's car, but she had to leave. I said, you're not going nowhere, bro. Bro, I ended up bringing out my whole neighborhood. I was just like, yeah, my son's on the radio, nigga. I was losing my mind, bro. You know, it was the first time anything that big happened to me, you know what I mean? So I was excited, bro. I was like, all right, from now on, let me try and keep my cool, man. But yeah, it was dope, man. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, most definitely. Shit, even just moments like fucking at Empire, like you're fucking, when I was DJing at Empire, you were there. I'm like, why not play your fucking song?
Bro.
Here, you know,
always, man. And like, and it's cool too. Like, I do give you a lot of love and respect, man. Like, I really appreciate you because, like, I have random moments where I'm at home or like I could be at work or whatever, and I'll cop a snap, people walking into Culture King, and you're playing my tracks. And like, bro, I appreciate that.
That's random shit,
yeah,
right?
just randomly, bro. I'm just like, oh shit, my dog, my dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I really appreciate that, man, and it just shows you genuinely fuck with my music. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It means a lot,
bro. The homie was in the other day. So yeah, I would have played your joint. He might have recorded.
Chris and shit, man.
Chris, yes.
Yeah, because he snapped me. I was like,
there we go.
My dog.
There we go.
Yeah. It was lit, bro.
Most
but I definitely appreciate that, man. It means a lot.
No, most def, man. And hopefully we continue to fucking work together, man. Because like
most
the
shit
we're doing in the past was really fucking enjoyable and really dope.
Absolutely.
And we kind of got we rekindled a little bit with the Go Local event as well.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
Most definitely, man. I don't think most people know that me and Alex had a bit of a rough patch, man.
Yeah, we did.
We had a little bit of a rough patch, but hey, man, we homies. You know, eventually we worked it out.
Yeah,
and I'm thankful for it, bro. Because dude's talented, even as a DJ and just the podcast and everything you're doing now.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean? And I appreciate the love, man. It goes a long way. So just know it comes right back at you.
Yeah,
bro.
for sure, man. Yeah, that situation, that was eating me up for some time. I guess from that situation and maybe like other situations. We'll speak about that situation, I guess. Like, what did you kind of learn, I guess, dealing with people and friends and that sort of stuff and building and rekindling friendships and that sort of stuff? Because I learned a little bit from that.
Yeah, definitely. I think my thing is probably taking it a little bit easier on people when they don't realize. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people might not be able to realize on their own. You might have to show them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I probably could have handled it a little bit better.
And same with me, bro.
Maybe I could have handled it a bit better.
Because it's like we always think about our own situations and our own personal things, and sometimes it's hard to get out of that side of the box and look at other people's perspective. And like I was thinking about that night in general, I'm like, I should never have fucking left, bro.
Hey, man,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, shit happens, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? But hey, man. There was mistakes on both sides, but we were homies and we were able to work it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
So, like I said, I got nothing but love for you, bro. Yeah, straight up. I'm glad that we were able to move past that and move forward. So
100%, man.
Nothing but love, bro.
Yeah, man.
See, people, this is what you call friendship.
Yeah.
You go through shit, but you work it out. Okay.
Exactly, man. Fuck. Exactly. do you kind of take that in with some of the other situations you're dealing with? Like, what do you feel like the biggest like lessons you've learned from just even just outside your music through your personal life and dealing with people? What's the biggest lessons you've learned?
Not to run my mouth. That's definitely one.
So no more Monster remixes.
Nah, there'll be plenty. Hey, that's different.
Okay.
That's different. I think everything besides the music, I will always take a step back and have a look and see if it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something that's worth, you're going to cop it, you're going to fucking cop it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it's really to the point where you've 100% deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, but even then, it's just like, it's not even worth it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I feel you, bro.
Even though some people really just deserve it,
yeah, it's
still not worth it. And that's what I mean by maturity.
Yeah, man.
Like, even though sometimes I just really want to grill some people, you know?
Man.
Sometimes you just meet people and you might go through situations, but at the same time, it's just like, man, I don't want to damage myself, bro.
You don't have to fucking tell me, because I'm in a fucking situation right now where a person that I've had on this podcast is grilling me, spreading lies about me, doing the fucking most. And like, sometimes...
Haters, man. Haters.
Hey, sometimes I'm just like, yo, I really want to fucking out this person and show like this person's a fucking snake, like this person's fake. You know?
Yeah, I feel you.
But I'm holding it until like something I guess really ticks me off, and then I'll go for it. But is it hard to fucking contain yourself, like kind of like I'm doing right now?
I 100%. I feel you, but with what you're saying, I'm the type. I can't do that, man. Mm-hmm. It's not in me. It's not in me to put people on blast at all.
Even if they're putting you on blast.
Now, when it comes to the music, it's a different story.
Okay.
It's a different story.
Because anyone can get these bars, right?
When it comes to the music, it's a different story.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what the situation is.
Yeah.
If you come at me, I'm ready for war.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime. Because the music is like, it's playful, bro. That's all it is. It's entertainment. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you want to take it outside of music, you can come talk to me about it, and whatever you want to do from there, it's your call. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I do believe in being mature about things, and just, if you can hash it out, talk it out, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? No need to take it down other paths, bro. It's not worth it, at the end of the day.
Yeah, man. And you're trying to move on to positive things.
I'm trying to move on to bigger, better, and positive things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to push myself forward, so... But don't get it twisted. If you come at me with bars, best believe I'm coming back, bro.
That's it, man.
Coming back.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Shit, man. This has been really dope.
Yeah, most
I think
definitely.
We might have a few more things to talk about, but I guess I'll leave it with this. Like, is there any last words you want to leave with, or anything else you want to get off your chest before we get into these bars, before we get into these freestyles, right?
Oh, is there anything I want to get off my chest? Yes, there is. So this is like, and I don't know if I'm in that position to kind of give this advice on. Like, I'm not trying to belittle anyone, or I'm not hating on anyone or anything like that. But one thing I've noticed is in the music industry is a lot of people are kind of followers and sheeps. And I'm not, and I know, and you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I know I'm not the only one that's not seeing a lot of originality out here nowadays. You know what I mean? Just really being authentic. Just get that originality out. That's what makes people really fuck with you. When people can see the real you, that's what's gonna make people fuck with you, honestly.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to hate about you if you're being yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Real shit. There's nothing bad no one can say about you if you're being real. Because people will give you nothing but respect for being real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just my thing, bro. Being a real motherfucker.
Yeah.
Period.
And yeah, I couldn't agree more with your sentiments, because like with the music, I like to connect with an artist. I feel like I can hear certain stories. You separate yourself already from fucking everyone else, because you have an original story, or like you're talking about something personal to you. So I can relate to you more, and it's almost a journey in a sense. Like, I can kind of get updates on what you're going through in your mental and what you're thinking about through the music and shit like that.
Exactly,
so
yeah,
I'd be keen for more music and that sort of stuff. Of course, the party stuff is great, but I do like
hence
these bars.
The EP. Is she worth your summer, baby?
There we go, man.
It's about to be a vibe, bro, for real.
Yeah, most definitely.
And it's funny too, because like the concept is just, it's so funny. Like and I've got tracks in it where it's actual comedy. Like you'll listen to it and you'll laugh. Like you really laugh.
Can it be memed or anything like that?
Best believe. Like I've got a chorus. I've got a chorus, and I literally have turned that chorus into it's a statement now. Like I've got a chorus. I've got a song called Gelatine on it, right? Mm-hmm. And it's mostly based towards, like, mostly Muslim people would understand it. Mm-hmm. Because it's about halal and haram women, which is good girls, bad girls, right? And it goes, there's a line in there where it goes, she a waste, bro, she made of gelatine. Now, for people who don't know what gelatine is, in your little lolly packets that when you were little, when you used to go to Coles, one of the ingredients, it's called gelatine. It's basically pig fat. So I'm basically saying she's a waste. She's pig fat. Throw away.
Right.
Yeah, and it's just when you hear the song, you're gonna laugh.
Is that a popular saying, like gelatine?
No, it's
something
it's something I've created. Yeah, you know what I mean. And it's become a thing now to the point where like I've just started saying it to my mates. Yeah. And now
they're picking it up.
They're picking it up. It's funny, yeah. Like they'll be showing me a girl on Instagram, and even though she's fine, I'll be like, bro, she's a waste, bro. She made a gelatine. Throw away. Like I'll just say it just so they can get it, and then they just start dying. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make it a thing. I'm gonna make it a thing. It's gonna happen.
Nah, that's dope, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a vibe, bro. Yeah. But like I said, shout out to VT Mook. We got a track called Waste No Time, and I'm pretty sure some people have seen it perform live. Yes. And he's coming in with the Spanish, and it's just that cherry on the top, bro. Yeah. Ooh, he kills it.
Yeah, most def, man.
It's a vibe, bro.
Plug your IG, your socials, your fucking everything, so people can find you, man.
Let's go. So Snapchat nasim.j, Instagram n.e.z.y. Neezy, you know what it is. Follow me. Facebook is just Nasim Jamal. You can follow up. SoundCloud is Neezy1000. You can follow up. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be getting all this out hopefully soon, and you'll be able to find this EP on all platforms. So just patience, people. We coming.
There we go, man.
We coming.
We'll have a quick interval and then we'll get into the freestyles.
Hell yeah.